Good morning, wherever you are. It's time for the Monday Minute with the Poppy of the Paranormal. I'm Kristen Paul. I hope you are doing well. I'm going to have a little bit different of a show today because I have been under the weather this last week. My dog has been under the weather about the last 2 days. Not related, I'm sure, but that's the way things kind of work out sometimes, okay? Of course, Jan is with us as always. Jan just had a heavenly birthday. I hope she is well. What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about a few different kind of things, more para related today than para. Due to the fact that I've been under the weather this last week, there was something I was going to do today, and I'm just not prepared to do it. So stay tuned for that. What are we going to talk about? First thing I wanted to touch on today is Nick Pope. Now, if you have watched just about any UFO related content, I would think then you would definitely know who Nick Pope is. Former and longtime running British defense minister, a big guy in helping the UFO community. The paranormal world is kind of got three branches when you think about it. You have the ghost branch or spirit branch. You have the UFO branch. And then you have the Bigfoot branch. And people have varying degrees of belief, skepticism, and anything in between in, all these areas. But anyway, let's circle the wagon here. Back to Nick Pope. Nick Pope has got esophageal cancer, stage 4. Now we're all adults in a room here. We know what stage 4 is. Yeah, stage 4 is you're screwed. But, in saying this, and Nick, God bless you, wherever you are, I am experienced in this type of cancer. This shit is no joke. It can be ugly. My mother had a stoma right here because they had cut so much out of her that the top part wasn't connected to the bottom part. And you end up with a feeding tube. But there's nothing really that they can do to help on that. Someday, I'm sure there will be an answer to this problem. So, shout out to Nick Pope. Bless you, brother. I hope your pain is eased and we're going to go on from there. Okay, let's go to topic number 2 for today. You know, YouTube is a funny place, or it can be. YouTube is also a weird place that I've been trying to wrap my head around some of this crap. If you have a YouTube channel, especially a small one, do you feel your videos get throttled at times? I sure do. It's been a very interesting thing on our YouTube channel. Um, we had so and so many views and hits up till about the time that I did the Western Swing this year. And I don't know if it's because that I didn't put up a new video for 6 days or 7 days, whatever it was. Or if there was you always hear about these algorithm changes in YouTube, and they are relatively true, I guess, because if you go on YouTube, there's all kind of channels telling you how to improve this, how to do that. And, well, I'll be honest with you, most of it I just think is a little crap for views. It's like when you see those para video connotations. Don't watch this alone. Terrifying. Or my all-time personal favorite, demonic. For 99% of you, you wouldn't know demonic if it came up and bit you square in the ass. Okay? Not talking shit. It's just fact. I'm going to circle back around to the main point of this conversation. It seems like since the Western Swing this year, things have been cut down by about a third to a half on given days. The content of the videos is always the same. Now, are they always exciting? No, because real para is not that exciting. You know, everybody watches this stuff on TV because it's the best of the best of the best eye grabbing videos out there. Makes you watch, but any paranormal investigator who's worth more than 3 cents, which I'd like to think is everybody, will tell you that 99.9% of the time things are just not that exciting. You're sitting, you're waiting, you're reviewing. Yeah, you caught that EVP, you caught that other EVP. Hey, that's cool, that's great. But that footage of Michael the Archangel appearing in the room just isn't there. It is not available. So then I think, well, do we lower our channel standards, and instead of putting up real and genuine paranormal clips, should I start embellishing? Should I say, I've done some experiments in titling, and there is a difference in words in the title to get attention to a video. It's true. The D word is probably the most prevalent, and I'm sure they like that. Questions, comments? I mean, if you've got a small YouTube channel, I'd just love to hear your thoughts, your comments. All right, that's what I got to say about YouTube for today. Please like, sub, comment. That goes for the tube. That goes for the book. I tell you, I really do appreciate all the new followers we've had on the page. And a shout out to all the teams that follow this page. I salute all of you, and I do appreciate each and every one of you being here. Good morning, Jamie. How are you? I hope you're doing better than I am. Okay, thing number 3 on the list today: Facebook and copyright. Oh, this just lit my fuse about a week ago. I put up a reel, all real. I'm using quotes here. I put up a reel, REEL, all real, REAL. And because there was really no vocal track to it, I just shot in some cool, kind of dramatic, creepy music in the background. And somebody made a copyright claim. Now let's see if I can get this straight. Any footage in a YouTube video, in a Facebook reel, this is our footage. It's not borrowed. It's not been, snipped from another video and integrated into ours. Jamie, glad to hear that. And, the odd thing was that as I read into this copyright claim, it wasn't for the footage, it was for the background music. And I also know that getting someone from Book to the Face to review your counterclaim or your protest, the chances of it happening with a real person, well, you probably have a better chance at winning Powerball this week. Okay. The copyright claim was for the music in the video. This is music that I've used in other videos. This is public domain music. It's been on a few things on Tube to the U, and YouTube is really good at tracking down copyright infringements. And I have my little thing going with the Germany footage and all that, and yada yada yada. But we did file our counterclaim. Basically, what I told them was they were number one, and YouTube sided with Crossingaurd Paranormal. Or, pardon me, not YouTube, Facebook. Mr. Zuckerberg, pardon me, decided to go along with Crossingaurd on that one. And the claim was denied. They backed out. But I don't know if any of you ever had that happen. I mean, we've how many reels have I put up over the years? My God, Okay, on to point number 4 for today. And like I said, I've been a little under the weather, so thank you for bearing with me here. I saw a news clip this morning that definitely got my attention. And I don't know where the the clip came from. I mean, yeah, we have to be so careful right now with AI, and I think this is going to be a problem in the community, in the para community. Spit it out, Chris, as time goes on, because there are a lot of things out there that, unless you know things about film or sound editing, for an example, you're not going to know that it's AI. Where am I going? I'm going to tell you where I'm going. This morning, there was a clip on TV. I only saw it for a second, but it got my attention. It said, and I'm paraphrasing here, okay? So let's reel it in. I can feel the build up here. I'm paraphrasing here. President Barack Obama said, yes, there are aliens, but no, they are not kept at Area 51. Think about that. This is the first U.S. president that I am aware of. Thank you, Jamie. I agree. Uh, I don't know of any other president that's ever said anything like that. But it's making for some interesting points, and through the course of things, the UFO thing, paranormal spirit thing, the Bigfoot thing, there's some interesting tie-ins going on there, and we're using a lot of the same equipment. Okay, but yes, President Obama said that aliens are real. Yeah, we could be, Jamie. I don't know. We could be. But they're not kept at Area 51. Uh, yeah. I've been in Nevada many times. I've never seen any. That's for sure. At least not to my knowledge. Anyway, that's what I got for today. Like I said, my original presentation I did not work on due to a few health concerns this week, but the show must go on, and it did. I want you to know I appreciate each and every one of you. Be good to each other. We're all we got. It's just, I know some days it's a little harder than others. I know that. But that being said, this has been the Monday Minute. Peace out.